You know, I didn't think I was going to be making this video. I was really fighting with myself in my head because I knew I'd be getting a lot of difference of opinion. And in the end, I know it doesn't make any difference because what happened is what happened. But I feel I need to speak my mind because I think there are a good number of people in this community that may feel the same way I do. So January 26th, we get the official word that there is no more Sport Glide in the Harley-Davidson lineup. It's kind of heartbreaking to know. I know a lot of you are heartbroken that own Sport Glides and we're hoping to maybe see something new. But what we got in return, I felt, was a real foul ball. A lot of people thought it was a home run. I know the Lowrider S is probably the best-selling softail in the Harley-Davidson lineup, and I get it. I mean, it's got a place for a lot of people. It checks a lot of boxes. But I mean, for me personally, it didn't. And I felt the Sport Glide was in many ways superior to that bike. Now we're gonna get to that in a minute, but I'm just gonna say, like, when I saw the video and photos leaked of this bike within the weeks leading up to the reveal, I was hoping it wasn't true. Because we already have a Lowrider S, why do we need another one? So you're gonna have two bikes competing with each other in the softail lineup with almost the same exact name. But when you go back, let's go back to 2021 for a minute here. Now we have the Sport Glide still in the lineup at the beginning of 2021, and we still have the Lowrider S. Both are great bikes to keep in the lineup. But when you look at them on paper, for me, the Sport Glide just wins. Now the only thing that I think that the Lowrider S has over the Sport Glide is that 114 and dual disc brakes, which both should have been given to the Sport Glide within, you know, the 4 or 5 years it existed. I don't know why Harley dropped the ball and didn't do that to the motorcycle. Could have made it even more enjoyable. But let's just go through this list. So Sport Glide had the awesome Mantis wheels, which I think were unique to the motor company and something that just looked fantastic. Could they have blacked them out? Sure. But you know what? Everybody's got their own taste on wheels. It had a better fairing than the Lowrider S. The Lowrider S had that small little cowl. Sport Glide had the mini bat wing. I know a lot of people still change it, which I did. But I mean, as far as functionality, being able to take it on and off in a matter of seconds, as well as the bags, that was just a home run to me. It's like having two bikes in one. Sport Glide came standard with cruise control. Lowrider S in 2021 did not. I think the new Lowrider S does have this feature, but that's just another reason why I thought the Sport Glide checked more boxes. Two-up riding capability. You had passenger pegs and a seat on the Sport Glide, stock out of the showroom. I mean, come on. Everybody's gonna wanna ride two-up once in a while, right? This new Lowrider doesn't offer that. You got a bigger engine, you're gonna be capable of hauling more weight with a bigger engine with more power. It didn't make sense to me. Bags. The Sport Glide came out of the showroom with the clamshell bags that you see on the new Lowrider ST. And they work great. I know why they use them, but to me, they just look out of place on that motorcycle. I think it's just that they're too high. I don't know. It's just, the Sport Glide does it better. It's just more aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion. A 2-in-1 exhaust. They talk about how they want performance on these new Lowriders, and they come out of the showroom stock with 2-in-2. That does not make sense. Everybody knows if you want performance, you need a 2-in-1. So like I said before, Lowrider S just had the 114 and the dual disc braking. That's all it had going for it that this bike didn't, that this Sport Glide did not have. If you would have put that on the bike in year 2 or year 3, I think Harley-Davidson had the perfect softail. I still think the Sport Glide is the perfect softail. But now that it's gone, I mean, I don't know what my options are as far as selecting the perfect softail that's still in the Harley-Davidson lineup. So this bike they put out still has bronze on it. And I don't know what it is about bronze. I just do not like the color. I've been a graphic designer for 20 plus years now, and I've never seen bronze work in anything except statues and third place medals, and nobody wants third place. So my designer eye does not really care much for that bronze paired with this emblem. I just don't like it. I think it's lackluster, and I think that even though Harley-Davidson is using their heritage as an excuse to keep it around, doesn't check boxes for the demographic that's currently going to be buying that motorcycle. I don't think that demographic cares. But once again, guys, this is just an opinion. It's just what I think. As somebody that's owned this bike, somebody that's actually seen the Lowrider S, sat on it, haven't ridden it, but I'm sure it's not going to be much different because a lot of the Softails are the same. But just bear with me here. So here's what I think Harley should have done. They should have kept the Lowrider S. They should have kept it. Great selling motorcycle. People like it. People buy it. Fine. That's great. But keep the Sport Glide. So I know a lot of you are going to be asking, well, Dustin, what would you do different? I'll tell you what I would do different. I would not put out a Lowrider ST. I would not do two competing motorcycles with the same name. I would do a Sport Glide ST version that looks like this. Just have the Lowrider S in the lineup and also have this version of the Sport Glide. This bike checks more boxes, especially for me. Not a lot of people like the bronze. Not a lot of people like the look of the Lowrider S. So I think that this is kind of the direction that they should have went in, keeping the Sport Glide. And I mean, if you look at this, the bags aesthetically look better. The bike aesthetically looks better. It wears the fairing better from the side. Now, again, I'm not necessarily a fan 100% of this fairing. I feel that it swallows the headlight. And I don't know how well visibility left to right, the brightness is gonna reach as far as riding at nighttime. I mean, who knows? But I feel that maybe a different design is probably in order for the aftermarket Memphis Shades. If you're watching, I hope you're paying attention, because I think you could do something a lot cooler. But guys, this is 15 minutes of me in Photoshop, just playing around, adding stuff, blacking it out. You know, I know a lot of people don't like chrome. It gives you this option. And I don't know why Harley-Davidson, even on the new ST, didn't provide more colors. I mean, you're going with a black and you're going with 2 shades over of gray. I mean, a little bit of variety probably would have been a better idea. And don't get me wrong, I'm still excited for the motor company and seeing what they're going to do from this year going forward. We're putting these bigger 117 engines in the Softail lineup, and I mean, yes, I would have wished my bike would have gotten this treatment, but it's exciting to see what they're putting out there. You know, with the new Rev Max engine, you know, what are they going to put that in next? And you know, what kind of styling they're going to do, what new colors they're going to do for the Softail range. I think we're in exciting times right now for the motor company. But guys, that's it. That's my rant. I really want to thank you for coming to this channel and checking out the video. Here, in my opinion, I know still a lot of you aren't going to agree with it, and that's fine. But I just felt that this needed to get out there and be said because, as said before, there are a lot of us passionate in the FLSB family that really wanted to see this idea come to life. And unfortunately, you know, our bike it's just cut from the lineup and there's nothing we can do about it. But I do want you to know I did send a letter to Harley-Davidson with that rendering that I did. I don't know if it's going to do any good. They're probably not going to respond at all. Or if they even do get a response, maybe I'll put out a video on what kind of response I do get. So I guess just stay tuned for that. But regardless of what happens this year with Harley-Davidson, the thing I'm most excited about is getting out and riding again. With my bike set up the way it is, I'm ready to crush some miles and just have fun. So all this said, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Leave a comment below and let me know your view on what has been said here today. Like I said, I know a lot of you might disagree with me, and that's fine. Some of you might agree with me. Great. And like I said, I know we can't do anything about what's been done, but it just would have been nice to see this awesome motorcycle get the love that it really deserved. But you know, what can we do? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. Hit that like button and make sure you leave comments. Let me know what you think below of my ideas and of the rendering I did in my 15 minutes of Photoshop work. But until next time, everybody, I want to thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your day and enjoy every mile.